beautiful Friday afternoon. It is again a quiet day. My goodness, my lunch. and yeah, I've been thinking about topics to talk about this new year, and I found a very good topic that I'm very, very passionate about. And so we'll wait a little bit and see who will be joining us live, and we can move on. Yeah, I'll give about 1 minute and see whoever comes in. Whether there's somebody or not, I know you can catch up later my videos and we can go on with the topic. It is beautiful here. It's not that cold. It's going to be 5 degrees, the highest today, which for us Canadians, it is very, very warm and it is nice. You will see people dressed up with less layers today than usual, some with even just a small hoodie or a very lightweight jacket. And that happened for being a Canadian. Things, could. Hello, I have one person. Oh, hello. Stay warm. Thank you, Nicola. Oh my goodness, Nicola. You don't know how happy I am. You're always a very, very loyal subscriber and participant. I appreciate you very much. And I pray that your year be blessed and be very productive and fulfilling for you. Yeah, so Nicola, you are the only one online, and I think we should go on. It will be unfair for me to keep you waiting while waiting for others. I gave them 1 minute, it's going 2 minutes now. So today I want to talk about developing financial responsibility. So financial responsibility is something I'm very passionate about, and I love anything to do with finances. And so I thank you, Nicola. So I like to talk about this topic, but again, I will give a disclaimer that I'm not a financial advisor. It's just a person who loves finance, and through time and through my experiences in life, I have learned a few things about personal finance or developing financial responsibility. I have a second person. Can you say hello? Let me know where you're calling from and what is your name. I appreciate you for joining. 7 people, guys. Don't leave. Give me likes and let's move on with this topic. It's a very beautiful topic I'm passionate about, and it might help you. You might say, oh, who can tell me about my finances? But my ideas could be not yours, and my ideas could save you a lot, because sometimes someone tells you something very, very simple and you're like, how come I never thought about that? So likes, guys, I have 0 likes. I have 7 people viewing. Let's get started. So developing financial responsibility. First of all, you have to identify the areas where you can cut your spending and then redirect your funds to where you think you want to save, to invest, or to do something big for yourself. Yes, before we move on, I will acknowledge this person. Orange, I don't know what that means. Alkebulen, I have no idea. Maybe I said something you didn't understand my what is it called, my accent, but I appreciate you for being here, Orange, and I Veibav Rojaria, I appreciate you for being here. So, yes, identifies areas where you want to cut your spending and redirect your funds towards your goal. So, the things that I always think for cutting spending is you just figure out, what am I? Am I a spontaneous buyer? Am I I just buy for the sake of buying? Or are you there just to a person who just loves shopping. So a few things that they're very, very simple and basic. Everybody knows, but we fail to do. First of all, if you work away from home, you need to bring your breakfast and lunch and snacks from home. You can buy when you calculate at the end of the month, it will be way cheaper, a fraction of the cost than you every day going to Tim Hortons, which is a Canadian famous a tea or coffee place, and breakfast snacks. They have lunches. You bring your own lunch and you bring your own breakfast. You will cut. I know you might say, oh, coffee is only $2. A donut is $2. $4 times 30. Imagine how much that is. It's a lot of money at the end of the month. And also avoid pressure from peer. So if you are the person who brings food or breakfast from lunch, and then your peer tells you, let's go to Tim Hortons, or let's go for lunch, and you are like, I can have my lunch tomorrow, and you keep doing that constantly, you keep postponing your lunches, even if you brought and say, oh, you know what, I can eat it at night, tomorrow someone else comes, let's go for lunch, you'll eat. That will mess you up for your budget, and you will never succeed in your goal. Whatever you're planning, you say, this is New Year, I want to save, and this is what I want to do with my money. You can never be able to do that. So before we move on and the chats disappear, Orange, you are here to support me. I appreciate its African prehistoric name. Oh, that's amazing. Mother of mankind, amazing. I am and you're appreciating me for joining your live. I am impressed by your kindness. Hats off, lady. Thank you. I'm always kind. It's in me, and I have no choice but to be kind to people. I appreciate you. So avoiding peer pressure will be a good thing, and just politely decline the lunches, decline the breakfast, and say, no, I have my breakfast, thank you, and no, I have lunch, thank you. And as easy as that. Don't mind what people will think about you. This is the big mistake we make. We make that, oh, they will not like me, or they'll start eliminating me. But you have a goal in mind. Why do you care? Why do you have to worry about what they say? And I guess as we grow up, we realize these things are very true. Never care what people say or what they will say about me. Maybe it's in your head. It's not, they won't even care. They're like, oh, okay, she doesn't want to come with us. That's fine. So another thing of cutting unnecessary spending is to clear your freezer. Boy, oh boy, I know most American, Canadian, or people who are okay financially, they are always, they have fridges and maybe 1 or 2 or 3 freezers. And we tend to, because we have this credit card, we tend to be spending. You just go, oh, this is on sale, you buy. Oh, this is on sale, you buy. Oh, this is on sale, you buy in bulk. And you are like, oh, I'm saving money. But actually you're not saving, because every time you go, if you had your budget, if you keep a budget and then you look how many times you have bought things on sale, you'll realize you've blown up your budget. Because if those sales are you think they are doing you justice, there's no justice, because you will keep buying and buying and buying and filling your freezers. And the moment the freezer is full to the top, really, you cannot go to the bottom digging for. You'll keep with that cycle of buying. Oh, it's so full. You go, you see, you're like, I think I have meat in the freezer, but then, oh, I'm not sure. And then you go and buy more and keep filling them. You know, I have had stories from people who clean or clean houses for people, or even someone who said, oh my God, I just found I had a 15-year-old steak, like 10 pounds of steak in my freezer. after 15-year-old. Do you see where I am saying about clear your freezer? Things are piling up, and because we are lazy to dig in, we are in a fast world, very fast-paced world. We keep buying and buying because of the credit card. You have it, you just swipe, 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 and before you know it, you have blown up your budget. And not another thing is to have a strategy of shopping. You decide, like, can I go for groceries once a month, or can I go 2 times a month? So you decide, you have a list, you write it. See, these are things we all know, but we fail to implement them. Put up a list of what you need and you buy things. And if, let's say, you are buying a bag of rice, a bag of sugar, a bag of flour, a bag of pasta, a bag of salt, those major things, you don't need to be going. In fact, when I buy, I have a big family of 6. I buy and I will last with the 5 pounds of rice for the whole, is it 5 pounds or 10 pounds for the whole month? So I don't need to go back for rice, for sugar, and the bill things I buy for bulk. In fact, some of them, if I buy a 40 pounds of rice, I could take a year because I have other things too I'm eating in between. So shopping, keeping a schedule on when to shop, it is a very, very important of things that can help you save. Another thing is some people love party life. Party life can consume you much. So you go to party, maybe you are spending on the party, like the parties here in Western world, normally people, you go and they will tell you, you pay for your food, you pay for whatever the food you are doing. So you spend on it, and then you also have to gift the person who invited you for a party. So another advice is you can regift. I know we receive a lot of gifts with this Western world, or if you're back home, you have friends who gift you things all the time. A good friend at work, a good friend in the neighborhood, they always give you things. Sometimes you don't have to open everything that you are given if you already have some. You can think and keep those things and regift. Nobody will know if you've regifted, and even if you regifted, the other person might appreciate. It's something they didn't have, and they might really like what you have given them and appreciate you. So regifting is one thing of saving. You don't have to buy gift for everything. You can regift what you already have if you haven't opened it. And again, another thing is learn to say no. Say no to lunches, say no to breakfast, say no to this gathering, say no to things like parties. And you know you don't have money, don't use your credit card spending, going to a party, going to all these things. And then at the end of the day, you're not sleeping at night because you don't have enough money. Creditors are calling you, you haven't paid even your minimum balance. So guys, I really hope we will be more mature, one more year maturer than last year, and do the right thing in our spending habits. So, and another thing I can say is once you cut unnecessary spending, then you find yourself saving money. And when you save money, before I move on to that, there's another system of saving money, and it's using the JAR system. So it can be both on saving money or developing a financial responsibility. In both, it can work. So when you have the JAR system, you have already planned that I will only spend $30 this week for groceries. I will have $5 for clothing per week. I will have, of which that you might say, $5 of clothing. Yes, you're not going to buy clothing every week. You save in order. When you have enough, you can go and buy. You don't buy until you have enough in your savings. So you save that way, and you able to know, okay, I have spent 20 for groceries, what I had in the jar is finished, and I will now not go and will check into my freezer, I will check into my closet. Sometimes we buy things and then we buy the same things again. Check and find out what you have if you thought you needed something, and then you can help yourself that way by not spending. So the second point is saving money. You set specific saving goals, and they can be small, they can be big. Create a budget and then learn to track your budget. So as I said, the jar system is another thing that comes into this. So the jar system, I love it. I heard this from this lady called Gail Vos Oxlade. She's a Canadian, French Canadian, and she teaches finances. My goodness, anytime I feel like I am veering off my financial track, I go to this lady. You can see how she has saved people financially, how she has saved people clear the financial debts in this manner, and she uses jar system. So you save money. How? First of all is by dividing your amount. After you have created your budget, you divide the amount like the same way as I said, $5 per week for clothing, $30 per week for groceries. And again, it depends how big your family is, or if you're alone, you have a partner, you have a family, you have pets, you have to consider that and write it down and see like how much I'm gonna spend per week for each of these categories. Don't forget your fare, bus fare or gas money, and also some little emergency jar for like emergencies, like if you're driving, if your car breaks, if your heater stop working, you put that money in the jar. You might take it out from there, and you might realize how much you can save. And then again, for example, if you have this jar for clothing you didn't use for 3-4 weeks down the road, that's $20, $5 a week, $20 a month, $40 in 2 months. So if something major happens in your emergency jar, you don't have enough, you can take this and put it there. See, it's not borrowed money, it's the money that you have already saved. And another system is the same, using cash. If you don't want to put in the jar and you go to work somewhere, just say, this is the cash. If I see something for my spending on groceries, on food, on also don't forget entertainment. It's very important because you're not working hard for nothing. You need some money for entertainment. So use cash instead of your credit card. See, these are simple things everybody should know, but we don't do it. And then once you have the cash system, you will be tracking and knowing, put in different envelopes and know that today I finished my weekly allowance for lunches out or for my groceries, so let me dig into my freezer and see what I have there. Maybe I can whip up a meal from that. And then another thing is, if you can't really control yourself on using the credit card, you can leave your credit card outside, like at home. And what Gail used to do is to tell people, you put a jar of water and throw your credit card inside there, so that there's no way you can be tempted that you will take it out when you feel like you need this want. So it is frozen in the freezer, put it there and use your jar system or the envelope system, and you see how much you can save. You can realize that a lot of things that we buy is wants and not necessary stuff. So the next things, after you have cut your unnecessary spending, you realize now you have saved some money, then you invest in your future. And investing in future, you will be amazed. It's a simple thing as buying a piece of land We coming from Africa, we know how important a piece of land is important. You buy a piece of land now, next year you buy another one if you can afford, and before you know, they appreciate in value, and you can sell one piece of land to develop the other. And that happens after you have saved. So you invest in your future. Other people in the Western world, we love putting money in the RRSP, or the retirement savings plan. You put your money in the RRSP, and the investors invest it in something else, and you get a small return. And at the end, when you have retired, you have some money being given to you on a monthly basis. And that's one way of saving. There's another one. If you don't want to put on RSP, we know rent is very, very critical and getting higher year after year. Property taxes getting higher year after year. And I'm speaking for my Canadian or Westerners, because friends who we have moved to this world where we pay property taxes, and like back home, you have your land, is your land, nobody bothers to pay taxes, it's your own, you have developed it, nobody coming after you. So you buy a house if you are here, and you save for property taxes, and you will see the more you live in your house, the more you pay your mortgage monthly or bi-weekly, whatever plan you have with your bank. You can see how much equity you are building into your house, or into your home, towards your into your home. So that equity can be a big saving for you. When emergencies happen, you can take money from your equity and then use it for whatever. If it's your water heater broken down during winter, or your tires are finished and you need to change into winter tires, people in the Western world understand you can use equity from your home and do this. And equity has very, very little interest compared to credit cards, compared to everything. And see, there I tell you, compared to credit cards. So if you invest, you learn to save, and you invest in future, you invest in a home, instead of using those credit card every time, you can use your equity with low interest and pay off your other things that are like emergencies, or things happen, you never know. Or if you lose your job, you might get EI that is not enough, and then you can use your money from the equity to sustain you until you get the next job. There is it for today. And I appreciate all of you who have stayed with me. And as I said again, I am not a financial advisor, but I'm very passionate about finances and the well-being, because if you have your finances in order, you sleep well, you are healthy, you are not stressed, you are happy. And this is what I hope for everybody in this new year. And I wish you all the best, my friends. Let's keep going, giving me likes, sharing my videos. If you have found value in this video, please comment, leave me a comment below, and share it to your friends and families. As I told you, you have seen the things I've talked about, very, very basic and simple, but we fail to think about it because it's a go, 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 go world. We don't pause and take a break and rethink and plan. But here I've given you in very simple steps, cut unnecessary spending, then you'll see you're saving money, then you're able to save for your future. Until we see you again in another beautiful video. I am looking for amazing videos for my lives for this year. Until we see you then, you have a wonderful weekend, and bye for now.